What is up, guys? My name is Chris and welcome to today's video where I'm recording on the road because I'm not in my setup and I won't be for another week or so. But I wanted to have a go at filming a video on the road and kind of see what it was like and to go from there. So today's video is going to be on the 3.24.2 leaks and Evocati. Is it Evocati? That's what I'm going to go with. That's the latest leaks and rumours and what people have basically been saying about it, because I wanted to talk about it and go from there. So I tried filming some gameplay on my laptop. It's like a fairly punchy laptop, but as you can see, it maybe wasn't the best. So there's going to be a bit of a mixed match of footage and stuff on this for now, but hopefully it's still enjoyable nonetheless. So what do we know is in 3.24.2? It's actually like a pretty decent update. There's a good chunk of stuff in here, so let's start from the top up. And all this has been sourced from Discord, from Reddit, from what people have been saying about 24.2 and kind of all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like I said, some of this is leaked, some of this is nailed on, but we'll go from there. So like we've seen in some of the videos on the Star Citizen YouTube page, we have new MFDs coming in 24.2. They seem pretty good until I've actually played them myself. I'm not going to comment on them. Some people like them, some people seem to dislike them. There's a few features that probably aren't fully fleshed out yet for the MFDs, but will be interesting nonetheless to play with them. We also know there's caves, which will be cool, I guess. Be interesting to see how that gameplay dynamic works. Now we know there's no Zeus in this update, which some people are disappointed by, some people aren't. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing the Zeus, but it is what it is. The Hornet Mark II F7CM is in 24.2, and a unknown ship, I guess you would call it, the Misk Fortune. So no one really knows what this is yet. We'll talk about this in a bit. The Greycat Cav, which everyone is assuming is going to be like a rover or a ground ship, will be interesting to see how that plays. We're getting more and more ground vehicles now, so that's good to see. Lots of new music in this update. Sounds like there's going to be some new menu music. Probably going to be from the Star Engine trailer, which I'm probably going to have as the background music to this video if you're wondering what that sounds like. But again, nice for a bit of diversity. There's going to be some new animations for certain ships. I'm not going to list them all off in this video, but I'll link down to the Reddit post where you can kind of read into it yourself. There's going to be some new UI updates to the Mobi-Glass, which will animate. Nothing major. I think there's just some new dynamics and like the health screen, which I think is probably a good thing overall. And there's going to be some new UI elements for Arena Commander, which good, because that was severely outdated. Some stuff that got leaked that looks like it's going to be in this is going to be formation flying. I think that sounds interesting. I don't know how that's going to work yet, but I'm sure that will be a big game changer for co-op, for lack of a better term, kind of gameplay. So looking forward to seeing that. Night vision equipment, I think this was more or less confirmed in the PTU, but it's mostly going to come in the form of scopes and optics, which again will be a good, interesting gameplay dynamic, I guess. It'll be interesting to see how they bring that into missions and all that kind of stuff, and will almost certainly add a really, really good layer of depth to how this game plays, if that makes sense. And one of the biggest ones, I think, is new repair missions. So this is something I remember seeing in, it was like CitizenCon a year or so ago, and I feel like it hasn't been fleshed out properly yet. So this will be really cool. Now I wonder if this new Misk Fortune ship is going to be focused on either being repaired or a repairing ship. Again, we don't really know how all this is going to work yet, so it will be interesting to see. But we'll go from there. If it's not one of those, I would kind of like to see a Misk take on a expeditionary or pathfinder ship, kind of like the Connie or the Terrapin, something like that. Would be really cool to see for sure. Some other little bits and bobs that are kind of, I say confirmed, but are more leaked than confirmed. The Argo Duras tractor beam, the Atlas tractor beam, jump drives and modules, life support modules. Crusader Discovery Center tours on Orison looks like they're getting either a rework or getting some depth put into it or fleshed out or whatever. New guilds. It doesn't sound like we're going to be entirely sure on how these work. Sounds like it could be factions to gain reputation. Probably be more of a thing, I guess, when Pyro comes in. We have more organizations to play with. But again, it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic works. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation. I'm guessing it's like Ixion or Exion ghost ship. That's all it says. No idea what that is. Some stuff we saw in past YouTube videos as well. We have more character customization options coming. That'll be good to see. I think that was kind of needed. I say needed. I don't know if it was needed. It's just a nice thing to flesh the game out, right? Things like piercings, tattoos, new hair options, stubble, all that kind of stuff. And it also has voices. Again, no idea how that's going to work, but I guess we'll see. Other than that, it really just comes down to lots of the cosmetic stuff. There's some 890 skins, some Zeus skins that got leaked, some new clothing items. Looks like they're going to be maybe more, I don't know what the right term is, like pyro-esque themed stuff, some like jackets with spikes on and all that kind of stuff. So will be interesting. Some new racing suits and some new racing helmets. That's something I don't think has been touched on in forever that I can remember. So it'll be kind of cool to see that. And then the CitizenCon digital goodies pack, so a flight suit, colours for that flight suit, and a gun and all that kind of stuff. So there are some screenshots floating around of all this kind of stuff, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Like I said, it was on that Evocati thing, and really it was only a 3-hour playtest the other day. If you don't know what Evocati is, or Evocati, however it's pronounced, it's like a playtest for the top 1%, to the best players, the guys and girls that have been contributing to the issue council the most, and rightly so, giving back to those guys that really go all in on making this game as good as it possibly can be. So I think it'll be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing all this come into action sooner rather than later, hopefully. But yeah, again, sorry for the way this video is filmed. I know it's probably not up to my normal standard, but hopefully it's entertaining nonetheless, and maybe tells you a thing or two. So yeah, I'll link all my sources down in the description, like I said, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you out there.